look at other people. Look at them, right? Why? Because if you look at them, you can tell what they're thinking. Unless you're terribly socialized, and some people are. Some people have no social skills. And so the reason they can't go to a party is because they don't even know how to introduce themselves. Like they're just, no one ever taught them how to behave. And so they're really good candidates for behavior therapy.
People really like to be listened to. You don't want to pester them with questions too badly, but you can get an awful long ways by listening to people and asking them questions. People hardly ever get listened to, and they're so damn happy when you do it that they're likely to open themselves up to you very, very rapidly. Get them talking, and when they say something you don't quite catch or understand, then ask them about it, and that can help you move forward.
But most people aren't like that. They have the ability. So if they're really introverted and high in neuroticism, they can usually talk quite well to someone one-on-one. Why? Because they look at them. Well, if I look at you, it's another thing to do if you're ever speaking to a group of people. Never speak to the group of people. It doesn't exist. Talk individuals. And then they reflect for you the entire group, because they're all entrained.
Pick a couple of hangouts, like a local bar or something like that, or whatever. But go there regularly and say hi to the people who own it and run it. And, eventually you'll be a regular, and then you can start to meet people by doing that. But, it might take you 2 or 3 years to get good at it.
If you're nervous, learn to listen better and learn to ask questions. And there's no stupid questions if you're paying attention, right? And so you don't have to worry about that. If you don't know something and you ask an honest question and someone treats you badly because of it, then you should just go away from that person because they don't have a clue. So get out there.
It is appropriate for you to look at your social surround and to make decisions. If you have a person who's hurting you and who won't quit and who's pulling you down, it's like you don't have to. That is not necessary. You are not obligated to do that. You go with people that are trying to elevate you.
It isn't that you have to stop being nervous, because that isn't going to work. What you have to do is start paying more attention to the other person. You have to force your attention outward. And, you can ask people questions. Listen to them. And when they say something interesting or they say something you don't understand, ask them a question. And people love that, man, because they know you're listening to them, and people love being listened to.
It's okay morally to choose people that are trying to help you be better and to shy away from people who are going to drag you down. If you're a lifeguard and you want to rescue someone who's drowning, the way you swim up to them is like this, with your foot out. And the reason is, well, maybe they're panicking. And 2 drowned people is not an improvement over 1. You're not morally obliged to go down with someone else's ship.
If you can formulate your arguments coherently and make a presentation, if you can speak to people, if you can lay out a proposal, God, people give you money, they give you opportunities, you have influence. That's what you're at university for. And so that's what you do. Is you're in English, right? In languages anyways. It's like, teach people to be articulate, because that's the most dangerous thing you can possibly be. One of the developmental milestones that children attain, somewhere between, say, the age of 5 and 10, is they pick a best friend. The hypothesis is, well, that's unfair to all the other children. It's like, well, first of all, you can't be the best friend to everyone. You have to have friends, and also you have to single someone out as particularly unique among those friends and establish a genuinely reciprocal and caring relationship.
You hold out your hand in trust to someone and you evoke the best from them if that's there to be given. So it's an act of courage. It's like, it isn't me meeting you exactly. Not exactly. It's more like the transcendent part of me making a gesture that allows the transcendent part of you to step forward. And that happens all the time.
Well, your partner should be at least as important as you are, and the relationship should be more important. But then when you have children, it's like they're more important than you. You come second and your children come first, and they're way first. You're necessary because without you, they're not going to manage, so you have to take care of yourself. But you're not number 1 anymore once you have kids, unless you didn't learn the lessons in the playground. And when you have a best friend, you're not number 1. They are.
If you can get people talking, they're so damn interesting you can hardly stand it. If your life is insufficient and you're suffering more than you want to and everything isn't what it should be, then you need to look where you haven't looked for what you don't have.